Hey YouTubers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. In this video, we are working on a Maytag Neptune washing machine. There it is, washing machine on the right hand side. Again, a Maytag Neptune model. And safety first, always. Unplug the washing machine. Disconnect all electrical power going to the unit. And since I'll be working in this area, I'm going to also unplug the dryer as well. Check this out. The next thing I did is rotated the actual washing machine and positioned it at a point where I can access this back panel. While you rotate it, you want to be very careful that you do not stretch, twist, or harm any of these hoses. At the same time, I came over to the opposite side and there is a gap between the dryer and the washing machine. I don't want this washing machine and the weight of it pushing on the dryer and harming our door. So make sure that gap's there. Next, back to the back side of the washing machine, let's go ahead and remove this cover plate. 2 Phillips screws, and you will shift it out of these little grooves here as well as the bottom. After removing the Phillips screws, pop this bottom portion out, and that should just be able to slide right off. Now we have access to the inside of the washing machine. We now have access to the drain hose, and as you can see, here's the pump. It comes out of the pump, feeds the back side, comes out, goes up, and it's secured by a plastic tab there, and then feeds to the proper drainage area. So this tub, the lower portion, still has a bunch of water in it. What I will do, this hose that comes out, this portion of the drain pump feeds all the way up here. There's a Phillips screw and a plastic connection that secures this hose to the actual washing machine. Remove that, and I'm going to carefully and slowly remove it out of that little socket in there, and I have positioned a tub to gather all the water. To catch the and that is probably the reason why it is not draining properly. So let's go ahead and remove all that crud from the drain hose and see if that fixed the issue. And it is coming out pretty good. As you can see, that's a lot of water, so I would recommend grab a big 5-gallon jug or a bin like this. Right at the tip where it connects to the drain pump, go ahead and compress that clamp, move that clamp rearward, and slowly take that hose off. Be advised, even though we just drained the tub, there might still be a little bit of water that drains out, so I'm going to position a towel right down here to catch any water that comes out. Here's a quick view of the towel that I positioned to catch any additional water that comes out of these hoses. It didn't leak much water. Let's go ahead and remove this towel carefully. You don't want it binding up on anything and pulling anything apart. Take a minute and double check that you do not have any tools inside the washing machine. You don't want those inside this case as this washing machine is going through its cycle. Drain hose is reinstalled. It feeds all the way up. I've got the connection point back on and secure with the Phillips screw on the back side. And the end of the drain hose is in the proper drainage pipe it came out of. Grab the rear access plate we took off earlier and position this properly. At the top there's a slot for each of those to slide into, and at the very bottom they go into those little slots here. You want it positioned to give you access to each hole to secure those Phillips screws, one on the right side, one on the left. Rear access plate is connected properly and secured by both the Phillips screw on the left hand side and the right hand side. This is a very important step. We are going to shift this washing machine back into place, and while we do that, we do not want to twist, bend, or harm any of these hoses. Be very careful. Washing machine is back positioned in its proper location, and the very last thing we want to do is plug it back in. And again, remember earlier we unplugged the dryer, so don't forget to plug the dryer back in. Now it's time to test it. We are going to run a cycle and see how everything works. Drain pump is now draining properly and everything sounds and looks good, and we are very excited, happy, and satisfied. That's it. As you can see, the repair is pretty simple. Do me a favor, right below this video there's a thumbs up. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely go to your settings, turn on your YouTube notifications. Once you do that, every video that we upload, you will be notified. You will be able to stay up to date with us and hang out with us, and that will be cool. Thanks for watching.